Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I still have that bit of a lingering cough and cold, so again, I apologize if I lose my breath or if I start coughing erratically. I apologize. Hope you had a really good day. So today, I'd like to discuss with you a theory I have of forests, and I started thinking about this theory when my friend Amber and we were talking about mushrooms and mycelium networks and how they communicate. I truly believe that we all know how, mushrooms work, right? Like, they grow and then they spread out mycelium networks. Then from those mycelium networks, they can communicate. Whew, catch my breath. This cold has really done a number on me. And that's my basic understanding. And of course, they produce spores to reproduce and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. So maybe there's a possibility that, I don't know, a bit of a far out there theory, but maybe one of the reasons why I'm having all these experiences is because the trees created through mycelium networks. These crazy experiences I've been having. Yeah, it's a far out theory. I know. I don't like mushrooms have existed for millions upon millions upon millions of years, right? And who knows what kind of intelligence they hold, right? Because they're not vegetables. They're not fruits, right? They're for sure not an animal. They're their own kind of genus, and I hope I get that term right, in the kingdom of creatures. So yeah, trees are in their own genus, and fruits are on their other end. Mushrooms, I'm not getting this quite right, but like mushrooms don't fall into the same family of like a plant or anything else, right? So that's my understanding of mushrooms, which makes them like super unique. And like I said before, they create these mycelium networks. And my basic understanding is that they communicate through these mycelium networks, and I think they also reproduce through these mycelium networks, right? So I think biologically, there's something there that may create some sort of energy vortex in forests, and maybe it creates that kind of like a buildup of energy. It's a theory. So today, well, I looked at the thermometer at home. It was 8 degrees. It's a clear night. I can see the stars. So I'm just going to turn my headlamp off, show you how dark it is. You can't see the hand for the camera. Stars are amazing. I can see the Milky Way. It is incredible. So if you hear anything, that's just the dog rummaging around. Okay, I just head up towards the tower. So far the dog has not indicated on anything. But if he does, I'll for sure point it out. Because some of my experiences happened where initially the dog noticed it first, right? Like hearing those jingle bells. The dog heard it first. Then I stopped, and I heard it. I was like, what the heck is that, right? It scared the living daylights out of me. Yeah, he just smells deer maybe. Come on, Bubs. Come on, pup. Come on, leave it. He's strong. Really gotta pull. Hence the waist leash. My favorite book of all time is a book by a man named Robert Holdstock called Mythical Wood. The first time I read this book was when I was in my early teens. And after reading this book, I was actually afraid to go into the woods by myself. It won a fantasy award when it first came out. Yeah, it's incredible. Incredible book. I really recommend it. Come on. So there's a, you can hear the highway. I hear some cars drive by. I'm trying to think in my head what's another topic I can discuss right now, because I talked to mycelium networks of mushrooms, which was my topic for today. And I thought, leave it. I thought I had a lot more to say about that. Maybe I'll think of something more to say later on in this walk. So like, this is where I heard the jingle bell bells, and whenever I come to this spot, I don't know why, I always stop there. Like, it's wild to me. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's an incredible night. So the dog, he smells something in here. That's not surprising, because he always smells something up here. This area right here, it's a great blueberry picking spot. This is where my family and I like to come blueberry picking in the summer, and we're big berry pickers. My kids love them. My son, he's 2, and he'll pick them. He'll put them in his bucket, then he'll eat them right from the bucket. It's really cute. So we definitely like to spend time out in the land, which is nice. Oh, you know what happened to me the other day? I was in my house. I was doing something, and I felt tugging on my shirt. And that was really strange. I felt that before. I felt that at my place of work before. I felt things pulling on my shirt to get my attention. That's always a little nerve-wracking. I try not to read too much into that t-shirt tucking, because sometimes fabric falls from your shirt or whatever like that, right? But this was like 2 tugs, a definite 2 tugs on my t-shirt, trying to get my attention or tell me something. That's always a little freaky. And this other time, I was with my son in our house. I was in the living room, and we don't have a lot of toys that take batteries. That's just kind of like an unwritten rule my wife and I have. And there was this time my son was having a bit of a meltdown. I think it's been 1. And I saw a white light down there, but I think that's just a headlamp reflecting off a leaf. And so my son was having a meltdown, and there was this toy truck sitting in front of us on the ground. Now keep in mind, none of our toys really have batteries, and this truck did not have batteries, and something flipped it into the air. Now, I don't read too much into that, because you can see we have a dog. I do not know where the dog was at that time. Like, he could have. Oh, he's spinning me. There, he smells something. He's tracking something. So like, the dog could have touched the toy truck and done something to it or anything like that. But I remember looking at the truck, holding my son. He's having a meltdown. The dog was nowhere near it. That's all I can really say. The dog was nowhere near it. But again, having a dog in the house, you have to be skeptical. I can't pronounce that. Skeptical sometimes of things that happen. So I am very skeptical of that experience with the toy truck flipping in the air, because who knows, right? Could have been the dog. Could have been something paranormal. I don't know. I think it's important to remain objective and skeptical of things that happen to you. Man, it's a beautiful night. So I was going to stop and listen. That's the dog walking. Making noise. Nothing. Right. So, I think that's all I have to discuss today. With it being +8 out, I still see insects flying around. And I can see my breath. Normally right about now, like there's mosquitoes. There's no more mosquitoes. I mean, mosquitoes are done for the season. But you still see the occasional moth. Oh, there's another one. Land on me? Maybe. Okay. So, like, comment if you think of any topics that you'd like me to discuss. Post them, and hopefully I'll have an opinion. And I'll see you folks later. Cheers. Bye.